To be elated tonight. The reason? They believe they are eliminating something that has been a real political troublemaker to them: unemployment.
And those aren't the only numbers getting smaller. Add to your list the life expectancy of this program. Stay tuned to the end because there's many a surprise ahead for this edition, number 367, the final edition of Overnight.
Some people think that in journalism, good news is no news. Not true. News is news without the judgment call. And so it is with pleasure we begin tonight's broadcast with good news. Unemployment in the United States is the lowest it's been in 2 years. Sales of new houses are up, and new orders to factories for manufactured goods are up. None of this is as good as it ought to be, but it sure is better than it has been, and that's a fact. Here are some more from economics correspondent Irving R. Levine.
Almost 750,000 Americans, roughly the population of San Antonio or Indianapolis, found jobs last month. From 10.8% unemployment last December, a slide to 8.4%, dramatic and unexpected. Even President Reagan, speaking to a student group, admitted surprise, saying that the November rate was
what we had predicted would be true at the end of 1985. So we're a little ahead of schedule.
Adult men got the biggest share of the new jobs. The same group was hardest hit by layoffs. At Firestone Tire, Tom Wyman was rehired after 2 years without work.
Make this Christmas a lot better than it has been the last couple.
In some places, the weather helped. Early snows in Colorado. Ski resorts hired earlier than usual.
We put on approximately 45 additional people other than our normal summer crew.
But factories accounted for most of the new jobs, particularly in autos, 74% more cars being produced than a year ago.
We plan to increase the plant's workforce by some 1,200 people.
Even so, almost 9.5 million Americans can't find work. 2,000 of them have applied for jobs at a soon-to-be-completed Washington hotel.
I had a summer job, and that was it, and I'm ready to get back to work.
More Americans working and paying taxes instead of drawing unemployment benefits could help bring down the federal deficit and keep interest rates from rising. And if the trend continues, it could pull the rug out from under Democrats, who thought President Reagan would be vulnerable for his handling of the economy. Irving R. Levine, NBC News, Washington.
And then there are the 9.4 million people who are still out of work. Recent studies indicate there's not much hope for putting the economic rug back under many of them. They are the so-called new poor, those affected by the decline of industry. How to find new jobs for them is a major problem. The alternative is welfare. A better alternative comes to us from Florida. The reporter is Dave Frankel of WSVN, Miami.
It could be the grill in any short-order restaurant, but it happens to be the Trolley Snack Shop in Medley. A run-of-the-mill diner in every respect but one. It's owned and operated by the town.
Everyone felt it was a good thing because, you know, people need jobs. So we felt that instead of handing them welfare or something like that, people on welfare, they like to work.
And that's why the Trolley Snack Shop was opened last Valentine's Day, to provide jobs for the unemployed people of Medley. People like Patty Silvers, who was skeptical of the mayor's idea.
But when he first talked to me, you know, it was, okay, it's going to open this week, it's going to open next week, it's going to... So I really didn't think, you know, that it would open.
And now here it is. Now what do you think?
It's great.
I told him I needed a job, and he said, would I like it permanently? I go, yeah, and he goes, well, you know how to cook? And I said, well, I've cooked for myself. He said, that's all you need to know. We'll teach you the rest.
The work is part-time, 4-hour shifts. Employees earn about $5 an hour plus tips. The profits, which are just starting to come in, are plowed right back into the restaurant. Townspeople and customers love the idea.
Good food, nice people, friendly atmosphere. You know, it's just a nice place. It's the best place around.
Best and getting better, the employees say. Next on the menu here, an expansion, a bigger kitchen, and most importantly for the unemployed here in town, more jobs. In Medley, Florida, Dave Frankel for NBC News.